Hello, my name's Katie and welcome to my shed. How are you keeping? Have you cracked on with your Christmas shopping? As I'm filming this, it is the 1st of December, so I've been out shopping a bit this morning, but I just get so bored really quickly. So I only go to like a couple of shops and I have to come home. It's just not for me. Shopping is not for me. And I don't want to do like online shopping. I feel like I should shop local, but then you have to go into shops. So I end up doing a bit of both. So that has been my morning, and now I'm going to come in and make a start on painting inspired by the little walk that you're going to see now. So I took that walk last week when it was frosty. Today it's not frosty, we're back on the heavy rain and grey and wind this week. So we've lost the nice frosty mornings are long gone. Today is miserable. So I will look back on that video and have a nice feeling of glowy warmth. Don't know what that means. Anyway, right, I'm going to draw. I'm not going to draw, I'm going to do painting. I'm going to do painting based on the walk, and there was a couple of images I really liked, so I might do some sort of amalgamation. But there's the one with the long line of trees with the gate at the end. I really like that. I also like the image across the fields with the deer, and I really liked all the berries. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm probably going to do the gate one today, but I want to do something with a field with the deer, but with the trees coming across it and the berries on it. So amalgamating those two images. Wish me luck. I'm going to get a bit of paper and we'll try and sketch it out, and then we'll make a start on painting it. I probably won't get much done today, but we'll make a start and then get a bit more done later in the week. Okay, let's go. Okay, I've done a very basic little sketch, but this is what I'm thinking of. This is the one with the field with the fence, lots of grass, some trees, and in the background like hedges and stuff. I'm going to put a couple of deer here, and then across this area here it's going to be the berries, but maybe a bit less because I feel like that might be a bit ugly. So that's what I'm going to draw up on the sketchbook, and then we'll transfer the image into a painting, hopefully. That's a high quality sketch there, isn't it? But this is what I'm going to do. These were swans, so I saw a couple of swans flying when we were there as well. So they'll be white, not grey. I have got a white pencil. Let's check that. It's not going to work, is it? And yeah, I kind of want lots of texture in the foreground with the berries. I have popped a little wren in there, obviously, because I can't. It feels like it needs something in the hedgerow. I did see Field Fair when I was there, but I just feel like they would be too big to be in that foreground. And I could possibly put some somewhere else. But I'm planning on doing a small painting. Maybe it needs to be a bit bigger. There was something, because it was such a big expansive view, I felt like I wanted to put it into quite a small frame just to like contain it. So I was going to pop it in this, do this 20 by 20, but maybe just go a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's go a little bigger. See what. Okay, I've got this one. This one is 40 by 40, so I think it's 40 by 40. I don't know why I can't work that one out. No, I think it's 30. Let me get a ruler. Oh, my brain can't tell the difference between 30 and 40 centimetres. Yes, 30. So I'm going to use this one. I think it's probably pre-gessoed. So this is a Clairefontaine canvas board for oil, acrylic and gouache. 25% polyester, 75% cotton. I mean, it doesn't say that it's pre-gessoed, but I would imagine it is. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. Just sort of marking it out a little bit. It's still quite a way to go. Do you know what? I'm doing it and it's really reminding me of the one that's behind me with the yellow hammers on. Obviously, this is a little bit more literal, but the other one's much more graphic. But it's interesting, isn't it, how sometimes certain images attract you repeatedly. So I obviously really, you know, I love crossing lines and things like that. So, but this, I mean, even the proportions are really similar, and the circular hedges in the background and the hedge. Anyway, it's what it is, and hopefully I'll create something that's a little bit different for you, because I don't really want to be doing the same paintings over and over again for you. That would be a little bit tedious for everybody. Anyway, I'm going to stop and I will see you on, I don't know when my next day off is, Friday. I will see you Friday. Hello, we're on to Sunday. This video is going to have to, I think it's going to go over the course of 2 weeks, because I'm nowhere near finishing this. So I did a little bit more during the week, but this is where we're at the moment. And there's still quite a lot to go. So I'm really enjoying, I like it, but there is still stuff that needs to be done. So I'm not sure it's going to get done this week. So who knows when you will see this video. If it goes on too long, I'll have to stop it and then we'll do it over as a two-parter. Right, it's been drizzly. I've been out in the garden, so if you see dirt under my nails, that's why, because apparently my gardening gloves have a hole in them somewhere. So yeah, dirty nails, that's always a nice look when you're on camera. And they're still, I feel they've been up and stopped. That's how I do my garden. Once the brown bin's full, we stop. Right, let's do some painting. I'll pop you round so you can look at it. So I actually really like the way this is. It's really loose and there's not a lot of detail. I think I'm going to leave the background for now and then just work on the foreground. I need to get the deer shapes in and work out what's going on here. But I like the way it draws your eye across, so you can, your eye sort of goes up and then up. So I want to get the deer up here somewhere. And then, yeah, I might just get a bit more of the field in first and then pop the deer in. Hello, how you doing? We are at Tuesday and it's my only day off during the week, so I need to try and get a bit more of this done. I don't know that it's going to get finished in time for the video to go up, so that's a bit of a worry. It's just taking a lot longer than I had anticipated, but you know, sometimes that's how it goes, isn't it? I've got a bit of a problem in that my deer look a little bit like hairs, not even like hairs. I need to do something with them. I think I need to just stylize them a little bit more, or just accept the fact I'm not really very good at doing deer. At one point they looked like donkeys. Now, yeah, I think they've just gone a bit fat. They've lost their legs. I don't know, they're not right. So I'm going to start with those initially, and then if that doesn't work out, come up with plan B. Not sure what that is yet, so that's what we're going to do. Right, let's turn around and get doing. Oh, apologies if I look a bit pasty. I've had a bit of a horrible head this morning, so I'm feeling a bit spaced out. It might make my painting better though, because I've taken an awful lot of drugs to try and get it better. So you never know, we might suddenly realise that I need to be under the influence to create. So let's see how we go. You can see I'm not really sure what's going on with the deer. The first one looks alright. This one went wrong, so I thought, oh, maybe I need to go darker. So I went over, and now it looks worse. Yeah, they're just not what I was imagining. I also think maybe they're the wrong size, because they were quite tiny and a long way away. So yeah, right, let's have a fiddle and see how we get. I'm not loving this. I need to do something with it. It's just too much. It's too messy. I think that's what I'm struggling with. So I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to gesso it, but I think I need to get rid of some of this and put in something different. So I'm going to go back and watch the original clips and look at the original photos a little bit and get some inspiration, and then I'll come back and tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, I've taken some notes, so there's quite a lot that needs changing. This is the problem, I haven't got it in front of me. I should have just printed out a photo. So the deer, they need to be much lighter. They're almost like the same colour as the fence. The fence needs to be lighter. Field, I want it to be much darker, and I want there to be some purples in there, because it looked like there was some like really deep burgundies and purples. And then here we've got two types of bushes, one that's got like a green moss green branch with purple berries, and one that's got red brown branches with the red berries. And then in the foreground there needs to be some green, because there's quite a lot of sort of bright green still around. And yeah, basically you've got to redo the whole thing. Easy. Oh, this one's going to be one of them ones that just doesn't. But I'm going to give today a good go, see how we get on, and it might be that I call it, which would be sad. But sometimes, you know, it doesn't work, and you need to come back to it at a later date. So we'll give today a go, see how well we get on, and then it'll go and sit on the hedge, on the side for a few months until I can work out how to bring it back to where I want it to be. Okay, let's go. Okay, what do you think? I am liking it a whole lot more. I just need to work out how to get those deer in. Not sure if I'm going to put the wren in, or I might put something else in the foreground, a different sort of bird maybe. This needs a bit of tidying up. The horizon line's got a bit squiffy, but we can sort that out. That's not a problem. Yeah, much happier with it than I was. I'm so tired. I think it's the combination of the headache medication catching up with me and the fact I've been up since about 2:30. And like up, not just awake in bed. Yeah, feeling a bit broken. Anyway, I'm pleased with how the painting's gone. So let's have a look. I don't know if you will have seen in the video, but I just put quite a lot of paint on, and I used my skewer, which is tool of the year, I think, to scratch some paint, some of the paint off, so that I've got these sorts of images. If you look at the leaves there, where you get the colour coming through, and the same with the lines. I don't want to do it everywhere, but I do like a touch of it. This paint, some of it's golden open stuff, so it open paint, so it does take a while to dry, so I need to be careful. But yeah, I'm much happier with it. I'm happy with the fields. I really like this one up in this corner here, this sort of lilac-y one. Yeah, it needs something, doesn't it? It still needs like a focal point, I think, which probably will be those deer. I think what I'll do in order to get the shapes in is I'll probably cut out a stencil and then stencil the basic shape in, and then go over with a bit more paint, because I always find when I'm painting fine lines I can't get the crisp edges I want, and when you're doing animals, like, you need that crispness, don't you? It's like little bits of paint on there. Right, so I'm gonna have to call it a day, stroke call it a week, because if I want this video up on Saturday, I'm gonna have to start editing it. So I think it's probably gonna be quite long and quite a lot of me just painting, a lot of time lapses and music, so I might try and find some festive music for you, but I probably won't, because I'm not the biggest festive-y person. So yeah, I hope that the music was okay and it allowed you time to chill and cook your dinner with a bit of music in the background. I don't know if we'll finish this next week or if I'll just give it a break for a little while, because you know me, I do sometimes need to. You might not know me, you might be new. If you know me, I do tend to have to keep an eye on my paintings for a while and then come back to them. So I think that's what I'll do with this one, is I'll just give it a little bit of time to air and let me think about how to deal with it before I come back to it. But at the moment, I think the few hours that I've just spent on it have really made a difference and made it feel better. It started raining again. It's like all it's done this week, isn't it? I've never known such a wet December. I am going to leave you be. I'm going to stare at this for a week or so. I'm not sure what we'll do next week, but whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be fun. And I think I'll leave you there. Have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye.